Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So today you are seeing how I made the reveal on my live on my channel back on the 22nd, last Sunday or 2 Sundays ago. I don't know when this one's going out. So we are going to prepare that, and these are the 2 new molds from Let's Resin. This is like a geode style. They come together in the set. They also come with these handles. So what they told me is silver, you can get silver if you get it through Amazon. You can get gold if you get it through their website. So that's if you need a specific color. We're going to do a tray and 4 coasters. I'm not going to do all 6. So I want these to go together as a set if humanly possible. And we'll put these probably in, they do come with screws. So you can screw them from the bottom, but I'm going to place them this time like this in our top coat. I think that's what I'm going to do. So we are working face up this way. I got my inspiration from my friend Alan, who is master river table, like, extraordinaire. I can't even tell you how good he is at what he does in epoxy river tables. That's all he does with epoxy. He doesn't pour molds. He doesn't even own a mold. So he doesn't have anywhere to put his extra resin when he's doing his river tables. But I am learning so much from him. Recently, we are working on a video together. I'm going to air it on his channel first because he is teaching me how to do a resin waterfall. I've never seen it done before. I think he's the only one who does it like this. Never found anything like this. He is finally teaching me. What I can tell you right now, I know there's a lot of prayer warriors that watch my channel, a lot of you. Alan needs prayer so badly right now. I'm not going to tell you why. He won't even see this video because he doesn't watch much. But all I can say is he needs your prayer. And that's all I can say. It is extremely important that we get prayer for him. But anyway, let's go on about this. So he has inspired this project. So like I said, we're working on a beautiful, absolutely stunning project. And once it is put on his channel, I will be putting it on my channel. And Don and I are starting our own version of it without his help. But I would have never ever known how to do what he did without him teaching me. And he was so generous, and I'm so privileged to spend some time with him doing this. And he's coming here quite a bit to do all this filming with me. But this is where it was inspired from. So I'm doing the tray and coasters to match. And what we're working on that you'll see in the future is of course, river table, but it's a waterfall table. I'm not going to incorporate the waterfall in here. That's for something in the future. But I want to do like I don't know, I don't want to say generic, but I do want to say a watered down version of a river in here and see if I could do it. So Alan has he gave me, I can't even tell you how many rocks of all different sizes that he handpicked from Lake Superior, I think it is, at his second home. He's a snowbird here in Florida. He goes to Minnesota, I guess, and he's on the lake. It's a beautiful place where he has. He has given me bucket loads and bucket loads and bucket loads of different rocks, already sorted, already washed. Like, so much work and time of his life has gone into just the rocks that he has given to us. So I'm going to use them very carefully because I cannot replace them. I guess the river sorts them for him. He knows where to find each size, each kind. We've got red, we've got blues, we have some tiger, I think he called them. Not in here, but you'll see those in the other video that we're working on. Now, those videos take quite a long time to make. There are so many steps and so many things to do. That one will be out quite a lot later. But But what I've done is I've gone into his smaller rock buckets. These on the top are a little too big probably. I want them to fit underneath the rim. So I do need to, I just scooped these out. That's why the big ones are in here. I wasn't going to like break some nails trying to pick which ones work and which ones don't. But before I do that, I'm going to use fast cure resin for this project. 2 reasons. 1, I'm getting started late in the day and I don't want to do this until all hours in the morning. 2, it's thin enough, so why not? So this one has the ounces written on it, 15.4 ounces for all 6 of them. This one does not, but they told me it holds about 20 and a half, so I'm going to say 21. So what I'm going to do, I don't even want to fill it half full. I'm going to do less than half full on this and on that, because what I want to create is a river in all of them with rocks on each side and pour color in the middle. But I'm not going to do the color right now. That's why I want it so thin that the color I can put in later with the next layer. This might be a 3-layer thing if I do it that way. Maybe I will do it really thin, put my rocks in, and maybe quickly mix up some more for the color in the center. I don't know. I got to figure this out in my head because I haven't seen anyone do it, so I don't know how to do it, but I'll figure it out. So let me get my gloves on, grab some resin. I'm going to mix up, I don't know, maybe 8 for this, and I need about 3 each for these, so maybe 1 each for that. So I don't know. I'll figure it out and get some resin mixed up.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage. Colors are loud like they're breaking the cage.
I mixed up 12 ounces. I scraped my sides and my bottom. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use this little cup as my measuring device for my coasters, just so they're all about equal. And just get like almost an ounce or an ounce on the bottom of all 4 of them. I just realized I did not run this through the vacuum chamber. So I think what I'm going to do is get these 4 poured. I guess it really doesn't matter. I can use my heat gun to pop the bubbles. Thinking if I should... Let me see if the heat gun's going to work real quick. If not, because this is a really thick resin, then I'm going to put the rest through the vacuum chamber. It should work. I don't see why it wouldn't work. That works fine, so I'm not going to worry about vacuum chambering anything. Let me just get a silicone tool, push it to all these edges, and then run that tool around just to release any bubbles that got stuck. There's a little, oh, I guess it doesn't matter if that's in there because I'm going to be putting rock in there anyway. But it was like a little piece of dirt or something. And then I will hit it with the heat gun again. Well, I guess these are fine. These don't really need it. Like I said, we're putting rock in. We're probably going to be creating... You're not going to really see it actually. So I don't think I needed to do it anyway. Because the rock is going to be in... What do we have left? I have just under 9. I have just under 10. I don't really think I want... I just want the least amount. Because I want a channel... You'll understand when you see it. I just want enough. Gosh, I hope I don't have a whole ton left. Although I might let it sit here if I can work fast enough. See, I didn't really need that much. Oh my gosh, I have so much left over, but I don't want it to go to waste while I'm sitting here. I've got, oh my goodness, 6 ounces left. Yeah, that covers the bottom, and I have, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? I have 6 ounces left. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. What do I do? What do I do? I'm going to split this into a couple of cups. Small cups, actually. That's going to give me a whole lot more working time with my rock. Hopefully I don't waste these 6 ounces, but if I get too long... But what I want to do before that, I want to color it the color I want it, which is the Ocean by Octopus Inks. That's the color I want for my center ocean. Not really ocean. It's going to be a river, but I want it very pale. Just to put a little color in there, because this is like a greenish blue, which would be a river, a nice river, not a yucky, ugly river. So maybe if I split this up into 1 ounce cups, this is going to last me a little bit longer than it would if I didn't, because keeping it deep is going to make this cure faster. We need to get this spread out wide or small, if you know what I mean. Get it to cool down. And one more. And hopefully I could do this all in one step. I was not expecting that thin layer to take so little. I only wanted that thin layer on the bottom just to hold my rocks in place while I'm placing them. Let me get this cleaned out and scraped out before it starts drying in my cup, because then it's really hard to clean. Okay, I'm just going to spritz some alcohol in here while I wait, so hopefully it doesn't like start sticking. I gotta move some things. Gosh, I hope I don't waste 6 ounces. Let me just get this done real quick. I think that's good. Now it is separating a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to make sure it's there when I put the rock down. So the only thing I need to worry about now, let me get these bubbles off these edges, which is what I was trying to do. I'm going to do this as quickly as humanly possible. And now if they stick up over the edge, I need to take them out. But I'm not going to worry about that just yet. And I don't want them like... I want clear between them. I don't want them like right next to each other. Kind of like a river, you know. A river on each side. Kind of like a river bank, put it that way. Ooh, there's a big one in my hand. I don't want that to go in there. And I think I should be good, because while that's thickening up, that would be great. Let's do that. As long as, oops, that's a big one in there. As long as the rocks on those parts that didn't have the resin have resin on them, they should stick, and that'll be cool. I'm just kind of making a little, those two might be too big. That one might be too big. Just making like a little river. And I will take a ruler or some straight edge type thing, or look at it from a side view to make sure. That looks kind of good. Now I got to do the same thing to these on a smaller scale. So what I plan on doing with that blue is running it down the center, just for a little bit of color. Some of these big ones, I don't think that one's too big. I should be able to do this quick enough. Make sure that's under. And then when it's cured, that one's flat, so that should fit. I will do the top coat. I'm just kind of going on each side, that's all. Just a little bit of a rocky edge. I didn't know how much I needed, so I did bring 2 cups over here. I didn't want to have to run out into the garage to go get more if I needed more. It's like I needed 1 cup. Okay. I'm just going to arrange them. So that wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. I should be fine. Got a little bit left. Do I need them? I don't think I really need them. I think I'm just going to make sure they're all down under that ledge. That way our top coat will cover them when we're ready for it. And it's okay that there's some out in the center because rivers have rocks in the center. I do need to go get a straight edge. All I'm doing is basically running it over the mold to see if anything is hitting. I've pulled one out, but I think the rest are good to go. Yeah, I don't feel anything hitting the straight edge, so there's a couple I had to pull out here. I'm just going to move them around. And I don't even think, well, I might use all 6 of that. So if I can get the blue where I want it now. Ooh, that one looks like that should be under. If I could get the blue in now, then all I have to do is top coat. This is my dry run, so I know what I'm talking about for my live, which is already over for you guys. You could go back and watch it anytime you want, if you want to. I don't know if I'm going to do the exact same thing. Sometimes I mix it up, actually. I do mix it up just so the people who watch both aren't watching a duplicate. I think that's pretty good. I'm happy with it. Let me just spritz it. And I'm going to try this on a coaster and see first. Ooh, we need a lot more blue. Oh, great. That's not a good sign. So I think what I got to do is put it back in my cup. Let me get the alcohol out of here. I'm going to go ahead and put it back in my cup, recolor it, since I don't care if it's going to get thick now, because I'm ready to pour it. So let me do that. I'll get some more drops of color in here, and then I will probably run that through the vacuum chamber.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment.
It did really good in there considering it's been sitting out for a while, so I did add a bunch of color. Thought about adding mica powder to get that little pearlescent, I guess is the word, that mica powder gives, but I'm not sure. I'm going to do this slowly, first of all, and see if it's going to move. Just want it down the center. But I want it even without filling, you know what I mean? It won't fill it, but I almost wanted it darker than that, but I think it'll be fine because you could still see through it. That looks pretty good. And if it fills it, if it moves, then I guess we're getting, I don't know, the whole ocean with riverbed that's separated. I really hope it stays in the center. That's my goal. I don't even know if I have enough to do it all. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn my heat mat on right now and get this curing. And hopefully this can cure really quickly and it won't spread. I kind of want it to stop at the rocks. That's my goal. That's my goal. That's what I'm thinking here. Let me find a lighter here. And then I think what I'll do is kind of mix it with a dotting tool so I don't have streaks and lines in there. Because I really want to use the least amount possible, yet still get the same result. Because I need enough for that river, the big one. Let's see if I can mix it. Not really mix it, but not mix it. I think y'all catch my drift. And I'm even good with the movement in there. Swirly movements, you know what I mean? Because I'm trying to do all this in such a small space. I guess I could always drop ink in there, but I don't want that much ink. I want the color, but not the ink. You know what I mean? I don't want that look, because that's a completely different look. Let me see. It's starting to get warm in my hand, but not like hot, hot. Let's see if we can get this blue blended. Kind of good. Kind of looking like I want it to look. It's actually not too light. So I think what I'm going to do is pour this one right on the edge, just this center part. I don't mind it going into like this part of the rock. I just don't want all my rock blue, because that defeats the purpose of being like the river bed or the river edge compared to the river part. And I may even take some little pebbles and put into the little river part here. I think I will. That way it doesn't look like this river is like completely bare. I don't mind putting it all in here. I just don't want it to like flow farther than I want it to. If I have to, I'll use it on something else. That looks pretty good. See, it's flowing in here a little bit, which is fine. I don't care about that. I still have about 2 ounces left. 2 ounces left. What do I do with it? Yeah, I don't want to put any more in there because I'm afraid it's going to like seep everywhere. Let's just spritz all these bubbles out of here. And I very well could be going that far. So I'll get a mold to put those 2 ounces into, because I do not want to put any more in here. So let me do that. I'll probably get some pea gravel, drop some in the center, and then we just wait for curing. I filled up this little turtle mold. I haven't done this turtle in so long. He didn't quite fill up. So what I'm going to do on the next, oh, look at that. It's going to be blue, you guys. It's not what I wanted. It's going to be blue. I wonder if I can get it out. I'm sure if I poured clear in there right now, which I don't have, I would have to make some. I could push it back to the center. Maybe I will do that after I get some of this little teeny tiny gravel just dripped in, just down the center here. Tiny, tiny stuff. Oh, it's so hard to get the tiny stuff out. So maybe I will, it's all the way at the bottom because it's tiny. Just going to put a few pieces here and there. Maybe I will mix up some clear because I really don't want that, and I have plenty of space in the mold. Just trying to get that all down underneath the edges. That should be good. Okay, I will grab 2 ounces. I think about 2 ounces of clear should do it. I got 2 ounces mixed up. If I'm not too late, what I'm going to do is hopefully push that back where it belongs to get some more clear back over here. Whether it works or not, it's kind of thick. This took me a while to get the resin because I mixed it in the wrong cup, tried to debubble it, had to change cups. Like, it took too long. But it looks like it's going to be kind of okay. I just need to make sure I have enough room in here to put a top layer, which I do because the rocks are still sticking out. Trying to keep that as clear as possible. I know it's okay if it's not, but when you want something to happen and it doesn't happen, I'm sure it would look fine if it wasn't, but that's not my vision. I want clear. Because what I want to look like is like it's deeper in the center and shallow on the edges. Look at that, it's already setting up, which is what the heat mat's for. But the heat mat also lowered the viscosity before it raised the viscosity, so that's part of my problem too, is when I was lowering the viscosity, it was getting runny and running where I didn't want it to go. So I should not have put the heat mat on. So kind of keep that in mind. I did mess up a little bit, but that's okay. It's all right. It'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. Let's spritz it with alcohol and see if those bubbles will go away. Not that it matters because we're going to be putting a layer on top of it. Okay, now we just wait. Check out the comment of the day. BRB. Everything is cured. It's time to do the top coat. So what I did, I mixed up 22 more ounces. Let me get those surface bubbles off. I put crushed crystal in. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to. So if you go to any of the springs, like Crystal River here in Florida, or Silver Springs, or Rainbow Spring, any of the springs, the water is blue. It's gorgeous. You could see the sea life right through, kayaking. It's amazingly beautiful. So that's what I'm going for. Since it needed some crystal in it, that's what I'm going. These are now springs more than a river. So I'm just going to fill them up. I'm going to dome them the best I could. I pushed these off to the side because I do need to get those handles put in to the tray. So I do have to move the tray here. I painted the bottom of that turtle. The bottom of the turtle is still very gooey. I didn't do a good job, and it's not going to be for sale or anything because when I blew the extra dust off, it went onto the mold where I didn't want it. But I just wanted to see if I could see that through. The rest, if I have extra, of course, I need to fill that up. So I want to see if I can get any kind of... Oh, I got to make sure I get over all these rocks here. Let me grab something here. Oh, that rock is just barely under. Barely under. I hope I could put a little drip more in there. Let me go from eye level. This is too big of a cup to do that. Just grab one of these cups so I can squat down and pour at the same time. All right, let's see what I got here. Hopefully I have space just to dome them really good. Then we won't have to trim much. That one's good. Oh yeah, I got space. Looking from above is not at all the same as looking from the side. That one's good. See how much more I'm putting in just from looking from the side? Just gotta dome those. Now I don't want to like move this at all. This one can go a little bit higher. And all those rocks are under. Okay, cool. Now, let's see. I don't want to like spritz them with alcohol or anything. If I need to pop bubbles, I'll use a lighter at this point. Because if you dome it and you put alcohol on there, it's going to like go right over the edge. I'm just going to pop any bubbles. You can't really see them much because of the crushed crystal, which is a good hider of bubbles. All right, even if I break the seal on these, it's not a big deal because we're pouring clear. Pretty happy with the way it turned out. Let me just get the rest out of here. Maybe I'll just wait, put that in the turtle so I don't scrape. I'll pour as much as I can, and then I think I will get those handles placed in here. I'm not sure if they're going to sit level. That's the problem because the rocks are lumpy. So I didn't take that into consideration. You could do 3 levels. If you wanted to, stop right now, cure it, then you'll have a flat level for sure, and then do another layer with your handles in there on the next layer. But I'm gonna try. Oh my gosh, tell me, why do I have so much left over? Oh my gosh, did I do the math wrong? Oh, because of the rocks. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about the rocks. I'm just like, why am I going crazy here? The handles. Let me pop some bubbles. Oh my gosh, now I gotta find some extras molds. Goodness. So I'm just gonna eyeball this, and I hope that they sit. And I have to leave, so I do not know. I will not know. I'm not turning the heat mat on or anything on it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna fill this up. Because if they tip over, my handles are going to be full of resin. So let me get this full. I have never put handles in like that. I usually always do it after the fact. Oh my gosh, I have so much left over. So much left over. I forgot about the rock taking up all that space. I have no idea what I can pour. I'll have to see what I have left. Okay, that should be enough. What do I have left? Oh my goodness. I have 9 ounces left. And I can't even do it on here. I can't do it on the table because I don't want to move anything. So I will pour that into something. Why is that? The one tiny rock is not covered. Why? Obviously, it's going to hold a little bit more on this edge. Let me go back down. Obviously, I'm missing something here. That or it's not level because that side is overdomed. This side is not. So what I need to do is get a stick or two. Try to get this level. I don't know why some molds are level and some are not. I don't know if it's my table, which I don't think it is. It could be the machine that cuts the molds. I have no idea. Let me just get this under this way. Each side would be level. Now let me check it. Okay, at least I can fit some more in this way. Whoops. Then it will cover all my rocks. I'm just going to leave just a hair. All right. So I need to see what I'm saying? I don't want it to fall over. Oh no, I've got resin on my fingers and now I'm putting it on my handles. Let me get this off. Oh my goodness. I'm sure it would probably scrape off after the fact. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it because that's all I can do. Eyeball it. Let me check in the camera. Oh, you guys can't really tell. It looks different in person. This one looks like it's way over here and this one does not, but it's definitely... I can move this one over just a hair. It needs to balance itself while curing. No, that's not. That will be a terrible, terrible, terrible thing if that falls over while I am gone. It shouldn't fall over while I'm gone. But oh gosh, that would be not good because I will be gone for a couple of hours. So I do need to make a couple of castings for Dawn. So I think I'll just use the extra for that. So I'm not going to make anything interesting. So let me pour that. Oh, I need to do my little turtle. I was going to put some sand on the bottom of him. Let me get a little bit of sand in there. And a little bit of resin, not too much. And I'll probably put the castings in my pressure pot so they will not be ready to unmold today, even if I wanted to. I'm just going to fill him up. Put a little bit of sand in there. So I messed up the powder on the back legs. I didn't want it there, but it got there and I didn't feel like cleaning it off. So this is just an extra. I'm sure it'll go into somebody's package who hopefully won't mind. It's a blooper. Okay, that's good. Good enough. All right, guys, we will see you on demold. I have received Happy Mail today. This is from Diane and Chris Joppa. I think that's how you say it. It says, Michelle and Don, here's her card. Thank you card. I saw this when I was in Menards, I'm not sure what that is. Probably a store. And I thought of you, which is hilarious because you guys are walking around some random store and these things make you think of me, which is crazy. I have been watching you for a couple of years now with my husband, learning what and not to do with resin. And top it off, we love watching you and Don, how you guys have fun and how you interact with each other. You are a blessing, more than you guys know. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Diane and Chris. This is the cutest gift. Look at that. It's huge. It's a big one. Look at that. It's as big as me. I'm not going to let my dog Panda. It's like the size of Panda. He would love to like cuddle with this in his bed, but I'm not going to let him. It's a Highland cow. It's so adorbs. Oops, here's the tag. I didn't take it off yet. But look at that. Thank you guys. I love it. It's even got like bunny ears for Easter. Oh, this is going to be an Easter decoration for us, but I probably leave it out all year round, just so you know. I love it. Thank you guys so much. I have just got these off the heat mat. My heat mat is still hot, but I can't wait. And I don't think there's going to be any finishing work on it just because I was going to paint the outer edges silver. I've been thinking about it all day. But if I paint the edges silver or highlight those edges, you're not going to be able to see through the rocks and everything. So I'm just going to unmold them and that's going to be it. Quick video. But let's do this one and see how bad I messed it up. Because remember I got paint on his legs where I didn't want them. And it didn't even do anything. You can't even see all that. So I messed up the legs because of what I did, and I shouldn't have done it anyway because you can't even see through it. I put this chameleon powder on the back underneath that. If I don't know if I told you that. I think I did. But I'm not loving it. Ain't that great? I did do a blue one the other day. We were pouring resin with Alan, and that one came out of there too. So there's 2 turtles. Not loving the green one, but that's okay. Let's get these out first because I have them sitting on my granite countertop to cool down. The tray especially, but these aren't too bad. So there's really not a whole lot of reveal, but I do. Let's get a white something or other. I'm just gonna pull out a napkin so we could see what they look like without the black background. And again, I'm not going to cover because if you cover the edge, you can't see all the rocks and the 3-dimensionalism. So does that remind you of a river, or is it just a bunch of rocks with a blue streak through it? I don't know. I kind of like it. If I was going to change something, as I was editing the video, waiting for these to cure, I'm like, oh man, I wish I would have saw it. And I'll tell you what I'm talking about on the tray. Not necessarily on here, but I really wish I would have made the line on the tray like natural and not straight. That's the only thing I would have changed. So that one's pretty good. They're domed really well. I have 0 trimming so far on these. They are perfect. Let's put them on here. Nice and like light blue. And what you can do if you don't want them clear, or if you want to see the blue all the time, you would back them in white. But I'm not going to do that because I don't know who's going to get them. You could see the crushed crystal. Looks good. Everything is great. Nothing came through the top. I was praying like the whole time we were gone. We were gone for several hours today, and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do if one of those handles fall over and it's embedded in cured resin? How am I supposed to show that on my live? I haven't told you whether that happened or not. So let me just get that off. None of these need trimming. Dome them perfectly, not even a nail file. That is amazing. So I'm just going to put that behind me because I am getting my stuff ready for that live. Let's get the tray. So, do you think the handles are intact, or do you think they flipped over after I walked away? Ta-da! They're intact. They are intact. Let me get this out and see what we have. Let me put that away. Let's move these off there so we could see our tray. So like I said, I think I would have curved my rocks if I had a better view from looking at the camera, but I didn't look through the camera. I have just a couple little things here which come right off, little over pour. But this one needs a little bit of trimming right here. Like it said, it wasn't completely and utterly even. I may put some bumpers on the bottom, which I'm pretty sure I will, just so it will sit up off of your counter. Let me just grab those while I'm thinking about it. Otherwise, I'm going to forget. Oops. I have these little rubber bumpers for like your cabinetry. So let's just flip it over. I'm going to put them, I can't put any in the center because you'll see them. You don't really want to see them. And this does have to completely cool down. Make sure you have it on a flat surface. So I need to put this back on a flat surface while it's cooling down. I really think what I will do, because I like to have them in the center too, but I don't want to put it in the blue. I'm going to put it under the rock right there and under the rock right there. That way it has more support. Perfect. Now I just need to let it cure. Completely, not really cure, it's cured. The handles are solid in there, not laying over. It almost looks like coffee beans for a second there, but it's not. That's it. I have no finished work to do. I gotta trim this, but that doesn't need to, you're not gonna see anything different on camera, but I will do that before it gets sold for sure. I'm just gonna take a nail file at an angle. Not all of it. Like I said, some of the edges were not even and some were. So I just have a little bit of work to do. And that's it. I don't know. I may change it up. You guys probably already know if you watch the live. I might not do the exact same thing, but similar with something else. So I hope you went and watched that. If not, you can go back to my live section on my channel and you can go watch the live and see what I did, because I probably did something different if I know myself, and I know myself a little bit. So all right guys, I'm gonna get you some pictures. It'll probably have a white background just because I need to put it on something that you can see through while I take my photos. So I did not back it with white, I can tell you that. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope you have a blessed day, everybody. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle's story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew in every shade.